Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector with casual takes. And in this segment of 112 Scale Military Action Figures Takes, I am showcasing top fun retro toys, 3D accessories, paint scheme for weapons, Dial Tony. Tony has done it again. It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. So, originally, Tony Daltone comes with this and this as his stock weapons, right? Not bad for the modern take. I'm sure when they do the retro card one, it'll probably have different accessories, something closer to perhaps what he had originally. But this version of Daltone is just so good. I don't even know how they're gonna play that off, right? So what they decided to do over at Top Fun Retro Toys, because Daltone, just a sexy figure on his own, right? They gave him the paint schemes, the Daltone. So let's look at what it looks like with this XM8, one of many different versions of a gosh dang XM8, right? But since Daltone is a futuristic looking character, at least back in the 80s, right? It only makes sense that he'd be wielding something that was realistic and sci-fi-ish at the same time, right? So yeah, with the color scheme that he has, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. It is cool. Gosh dang it. You know what I'm saying? Good look. And you could do this with any of the weapons the assortment of weapons that they got, but this is the paint scheme he's got going on, which is a gosh dang win. Color congruency. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Coco is all about that color congruency life, right? Speaking of which, the link to the store in the description below. Please use discount code Coco Smooth, save you 15% for purchase. On the accessory, but not the paint. The paint's a different deal, I believe. So yeah, but because the paint, just in general, is on the pricey but worth it side, you might as well save money on the the accessory side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a good look. And Daltone, if I remember him correctly, came with a really awesome weapon in the throwback, in the original uh, O-ring line. You know what I mean? But yeah, look how good that looks. How clean that looks. Absolutely color paint matching with our guy Daltone. So if you guys are about that life, here we go. This is the way to go about it. Yeah, and I think that Top Fun John had hooked me up with the right kind of weapons to showcase, because this is something that I believe comes close to what it is that I imagine that our boy would be using. Something light because he's carrying a heavy pack, right? And at the same time carrying, if you wanted to go something a little on the cool sci-fi-ish, but it is a real life weapon, just not used in the US. This is what we got. So yeah, um it's a good look, folks. I would highly recommend it. um yeah, so this is I think it's a good look. Now he's you know he's got a respectable looking weapon. This ain't bad, but it at least comes close to what that looks like, right? You know what I mean? So it's appropriate, I'd say. Uh, so also if you guys already hadn't seen it, I did a video on the Putlos, um, carrying Top Fun Retro Toys 3D AT4. Yeah, the link to the description to get this too. If you haven't watched the video, please watch it. Uh, it'll be the only fireworks that I'll have for the 4th of July. The closest thing to fireworks that I'll be able to play with, because, I'm not allowed to play with these over here where I'm from. It is, well, not only that, I ain't trying to blow my hands off, really. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, folks, I know that got dark real quick. Anywho, yeah. Final thoughts. Look at this money modeling Dow Tony, folks. All right, folks, that is all I got for this segment of Top Fun. 112 scale military action figures takes the Top Fun retro toys, 3D accessories, the Dial Tony paint job schemes for their accessories. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector with casual takes. And until the next video, folks, ciao!